का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi ka Safar with AIR News, Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
In today's episode, we remember former President of India, Varahagiri Venkatagiri, who was born on the 10th of August, 1894. He worked in the interest of the working class against the imperialist British government. He was also the only trade union leader to have become the President of India.
I feel proud and honoured by the citizens of Delhi to be present here on this great and memorable occasion, the eve of our Independence Day. This is not the time, if I may say so, for making speeches, but it's the time for action. In the first instance, we should remember the great martyrs, our great leaders, our father of the nation, our ex-prime ministers, who have sacrificed their all for securing independence.
After early education at Behrampur and Madras, Giri went to Ireland in 1913 to join the King's Inn at Dublin. In Ireland, he came in close contact with leaders of the Irish resistance movement like Eamon de Valera, the long-serving Prime Minister of the mid-1900s. He met Mahatma Gandhi in 1914 when Gandhiji visited London, and Giri went to meet him as a young student.
On return, Giri enrolled himself in the Madras High Court, but left a lucrative practice and joined the freedom movement around 1920-21. He was first arrested in 1922 in connection with the picketing against auction of liquor shops.
Giri was the founder member of the All India Railway Men's Federation and attended the second Roundtable Conference in London in 1931. He led the Bengal-Nagpur Railway strike in 1927 and ultimately forced the British management and the government to negotiate with the workers in a landmark movement. Giri made history with his victory over the Raja of Bobili in 1937 in elections to the Madras Legislative Assembly.
After his victory, Giri joined the provincial government as Labour Minister under Rajaji. He was once again Labour Minister of Madras under T. Prakasham in 1947, but resigned that post to go as India's High Commissioner to Ceylon. Giri also served as Governor of UP, Kerala and Karnataka.
Giri became Vice President in 1967, and after the untimely death of President Zakir Hussain in 1969, he became the acting president. Giri served as President of India from 1969 to 1974. During this period, several sweeping changes took place at home and abroad.
Banks were nationalised. Privy purses to erstwhile princes of British India were withdrawn. East Pakistan became Bangladesh after more than 10 million refugees flooded India. V.V. Giri was awarded Bharat Ratna in 1975 for his public service. AIR News salutes the great nationalist.
We also remember freedom fighter Vinod Kinariwala, who died on the 10th of August 1942. Born on the 20th of September 1924 in district Ahmedabad, Gujarat, Kinariwala actively joined the Quit India movement that was launched on the 8th of August 1942.
When the students of Vinod Kinariwala's college in Ahmedabad gathered in its compound to raise anti-British slogans and give the Quit India call on the 10th of August 1942, the Assistant Superintendent of Police reached the place along with his police force and ordered firing on the students. Vinod Kinariwala was killed in the firing on the spot. AIR News salutes the brave martyr.
We pay tribute to martyr Kunar Singh, a resident of Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh, who led the forces in fighting against the British during the First War of Independence. He also provided financial support to the independence activists.
Kunar Singh was arrested by the British Army and put on trial on the charges of plundering, murder and instigating rebellion against the British. He was sentenced to be hanged by the neck till death on the 10th of August 1858. AIR News salutes the brave son of the soil.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.